What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here, back again with another movie review. This time I'll be reviewing the film Monster Brawl from 2011. And this, as you can see by the title, this is a review in my Recommends series. I decided I would start reviewing films based on the recommendations of some of my YouTube friends. So far I've done one for Nye from Nye's Bizarre Theater. Of course, she's recommended many movies to me. And also I've done one for Joe the Harman, Joe, and Horrific Nightmares Jason. Okay, so you can check those out. And this was a video, or a movie I've been aware of for quite some time. It's almost surprising I haven't watched it, considering the subject matter. It's Monster Brawl from 2011, and this was recommended to me by my YouTube friend Raul Madblud from the Madbluds channel. I've collaborated with him a few times. I've been on his channel. He has a series called Catacomb B, where you take a deep dive into a film. So I've actually been on there with him before, and he actually had as a guest Encyclopedia Joe. Now, I don't think Encyclopedia Joe has a YouTube channel per se, but he's collaborated with the Madbloods many times, so you can check out those videos. He's got an awesome Facebook presence to be honest with you. I mean, he's like the reason I go to Facebook now. A very, well, the name speaks for itself. He's Encyclopedia Joe. I mean, he's an encyclopedia of film and TV knowledge, and also sports if you're into that. But check out his Facebook page. It's really awesome stuff. He's made me aware of a lot of films that I haven't thought of. And he has a real love of actors and actresses, some of whom have never really gotten the recognition, the widespread popular recognition they deserve. At any rate, yeah, they took a deep dive into Monster Brawl, and they had a great time discussing it. And I said, you know what, it's finally time for me to start watching this. And the film is relatively simple. It's basically, you've got 8 monsters who fight to the death in a wrestling-style tournament, and that's pretty much the movie. I think I saw that it was made for 300,000 Canadian dollars at one point. This is a Canadian film, so you've got several Canadian actors. You've got Art Hindle in this, who, of course, he goes all the way back to Black Christmas. He's playing a Jim Ross type of wrestling announcer. And then you got Dave Foley as his co-host. Foley, of course, is Canadian, although I don't think he lives in Canada anymore for reasons. But and then you've also got Kevin Nash in here, and then Herb Dean, who was an MMA ref, and then Jimmy Hart, who apparently was a wrestling announcer, and then you have the voice of Lance Henriksen on top of all of that. And it's pretty clever. I mean, it's fun. It's basically a fun film to watch if you haven't seen it, especially if you like monsters. They have some interesting takes on some of the classic monsters. They've got a witch, which is called Witch Bitch. They've got a Swamp Thing type creature, which is called Swamp Gut. There you see it right there, and they have this little flashback. Instead of Animal Planet, it's Grizzly Planet with this little logo here. I thought that was really clever. That's one of the best parts of the movie, when they do like their little flashback for the Swamp Gut creature. And they have a Cyclops. They have a Wolfman type figure. They have a Zombie Man. And then they have Frankenstein. And yes, at one point they say, yeah, we know it's actually Frankenstein's monster. It's pretty funny. Then they have a vampire woman. And I think that's all of them. Some of the designs are better than others. I like the Swamp Gut, the conception of the Swamp Gut. And his face is different from Swamp Thing, and he's kind of fatter, because his name is Swamp Gut, and he's got like some aluminum cans like embedded into his body. The suit itself is not great in parts, but then again, neither was the original Swamp Thing suit, especially in the legs and the knees and things like that. The mummy's okay. The vampire woman is okay. The witch is a little odd. Not really sure what you could have done to make better witch, to be honest with you. But the Frankenstein's monster is interesting. He's kind of a tall, thin creature, pretty decent face. The Wolfman looks pretty cool. I mean, he looks like a Wolfman. The Zombie Man seemed to be pretty short comparatively. Of course, some of these... I think the guy that played the Frankenstein's monster is actually a wrestler. So he's going to be shorter than that guy. He was okay. The Cyclops was interesting. You know, and some of them have some unique abilities and powers that go with their with which type of monster they are. I kind of wish they went into that a little deeper. I don't think they incorporated any kind of silver with the Wolfman, for example. Now the zombie's interesting because at one point they actually, the premise is this tournament is taking place in a graveyard and you have to like pay-per-view it to watch it. And at one point the dead bodies in the graveyard come alive. That's actually pretty cool. It kind of breaks up the fights a little bit. So pretty much they set up each creature, they give you the backstory, then you have the fight, and then you know, you've got a zombie outbreak in the middle of this, and some of the people get bitten and start turning into zombies, and it's pretty cool. And then you have some backstories with some of the managers. Some of them have managers. Of course, I stopped wrestling like when I got to college, so I don't have, you know, my wrestling knowledge is like from the 70s, early 80s, okay? But I remember Captain Lou Albano and the Grand Wizard, you know, all these wrestling managers. That's one of them right there, that little person there. You know, they would always be pulling shenanigans, interfering with the matches. So you have some of that to break up the sort of the action. And I don't know, it's there's not much else to say about it. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun hour and a half, especially, as I said, the main audience for this is people who like wrestling, fighting, and or monsters. And Kevin Nash is also one of the managers. And he, of course, was a basketball player and pro wrestler who starred in the Thomas Jane Punisher as the Russian. You know, that's that guy. So go ahead and check it out. And then also, if you want to take a deeper dive, go ahead and check out that episode of Catacomb B on the Madblud's channel, where Encyclopedia Joe and Raul Madblud go take a deep dive. Check out some of the other Catacomb B episodes. I will most likely be appearing with both Joe and Raul Madblud at some point in the future. We're working on that. So look for that, and check out Encyclopedia Joe's Facebook page. And I will talk to you guys later. Have you seen Monster Brawl? Did you enjoy it? Which creature was your favorite creature? And I'll check you out next time. Later.